Hi, this is Rosemary, and I'm doing a walkthrough for my junk journal, all about junk. In this swap, the challenge was to make everything from junk, to limit your scrapbook, your lined paper, your ledger paper, your graph paper. So that was the challenge. The envelope is one of those brown envelopes, and so here is mine. Now, the base of my journal was made from envelopes. You know, everyone's seen these business envelopes that you get in the mail, and you know, what in the world am I going to do with them? Well, I saw a video by Shannon Green, and what she does is she splits them in half and opens, so they open up like a book. And then I think she binds them together to make these small little books that she says she just wants them every so often. So anyway, I use these envelopes as hinges to glue my paper on. So these are tablets. This is, as you can see, everyone's seen these kinds of tablets. This was stationery, just a plain letter paper. And anytime I go to the thrift store and I find bags of these tiny little tablets, or even stationery, anything stationery, I will pick it up because I like to use them for these journals. And this is how I attach the pages on like this. So as you can see, all I have to do now is glue something on the other side of the page, and we start looking like a regular junk journal. So that was the base of my journal. The cover came from a magazine page. I loved looking at magazines. The back of it came from the Parade Sunday magazine. And as you can see, I really like to collage. This top page is gift wrapping paper. This was a piece of scrapbook paper that just, you know, when you have paper that's just in your way. And then I found this in one of my scrapbooking papers about serendipity. The definition, finding something good without looking for it. And so this journal is, if you look at that definition, about serendipity. And so here it goes. The inside cover is from the cover of a magazine. It's a little bit shiny and sturdier. This is a bookmark, and it's acting as a belly band. This is have you ever seen a program and there's the cover of the program? Well, this is what this came from, and I wanted it for the beginning of the book because it's a sturdier cardstock. I always leave usually the first pages blank because I figure whoever receives this journal, they can write something there. You see the Monopoly Man? Well, he came from Safeway. They were running a promotional game, and I received one of these. I took one of these and I cut them out, and down below I used some strips of just plain old ditto paper and covered up the promotion information. And they give journaling opportunities, and then they don't look so advertisement like. And this is maybe I used another piece of scrapbooking paper, but I thought, oh, this went well together with the Monopoly Man since he's about chance. The other thing I used a lot was I picked up a while back a encyclopedia book. You know, they used to give you one volume that to kind of promote, advertise the whole set. Well, I bought it because I wanted the cover. But I did save the inside pages because you just never know. And the never know came right here. So a lot of the pages came from that book that I did not discard it. I did use the cover already. So there's nothing exactly like me. And there's nothing exactly like this book either. Okay, this is an envelope. Everyone's seen the window. I left it open. It forms a pocket. Framed cut out the magazine picture and framed it, and makes a very pretty page. So you can put a tag in there, and here's everyone's seen these kinds of tablets. I went to Safeways, as you can see, and I saved the bag. I love these kinds of, anytime there's a bottle, it's an opportunity to make a giant tag, as well as I like the slogan, well-being begins on the inside. This is a page, it's a collage. You can see the business envelope. This is from a tablet. This was a strip I trimmed down, and it all fits together to make a nice page. This is another tablet. It was probably a part given out by a drug corporation. I covered the advertisement, and there it changed the whole look of the page. Another good source of pictures are your tourism magazines. This is from the tourism, and it's advertising our downtown area of Tucson, Arizona. Such a pretty sunset. I'm sure it's color enhanced. And this was another tablet of the old electric company. And I thought, oh, that's, and why I put these tags to show people all my small little pockets and tuck spots. Another good source of paper are these planners. Sometimes people just don't use them, and they have all these pages. Don't throw them away. Or if you see them at a thrift store, pick them up. Here's the envelope. I did not make it a full size, so it adds some interest. You can see the paint samples. These are some flyers I picked up. This mason jar, it's actually one of those Rolodex cards. The yarn came from a crochet that I picked all of this up at a thrift store. So you can make something from nothing. Again, this is a clean, the back side of the envelope. Here's again a strip of paper, just that tiny little strip. I didn't have enough for the bottom. It can change the whole page. Instead of just a plain paper to journal on, you can use this to makes it just pretty. And sometimes it's nice that things look pretty. Again, another thing you're going to see in my journals is I love frames. I love frames because they're an opportunity to do something with. So I cut it out, and this is the back of the magazine page I glued on top of it. Makes a nice picture though. Again, the tuck spot, the mason jar, and so this page, it came out very nice. This is also an envelope. We've got you covered from head to tail. I just love that little dog on the envelope. And then I picked up the pictures of dogs from that encyclopedia set, that book. This is a leftover piece of the envelope. It makes a nice tag, doesn't it? So he's a pocket, or he's a side-loading pocket. This is a memo pad. You can see, so I put dogs on one side and cats on the other. It can be a side-loading pocket or a traditional pocket. So this is my tag to show you either one. This was a flyer. Again, when I'm trimming paper, you just never know how to use them until the end. Beautiful horse. It was supposed to be a pocket, but it got accidentally glued shut. And so I'm sure the horse has something to say. So I had to make this into doing something here. So here we go. And this is again another collage. Up here at the top, you can see a lot of memo pads come from some advertising source. All I would have to do is just glue another piece of paper. It would change the whole feeling of this page, but I left it just to show you there. Again, just a little something on this. As I said, a frame is an opportunity. So there you see my frames in action, great for journaling. This is also from a tablet. Cut the girls in half for interest. This is a fun picture. Everyone loves the Minions. I picked up the Minions. It was in a toy advertisement. I glued them onto a file folder and fussy cut them. This came from some kind of business mailing I got, and I wanted some journaling opportunity, so I just glued a strip of white paper there. This is a paint sample on the back. An old tablet I didn't really care for, but it does have lines. You put it all together and you have a very cute page. This came from a magazine. How far will you take it? A girl, one of my friends said, oh, she just loved the astronaut. He was so cute. Well, he's so cute, but he also makes a nice pocket. Again, the papers. My idea for this did not quite work. So what are you going to do with this page? It's just sitting there. Where can I journal? If all else fails, just get a paper clip and stick a paper on top of it and you can journal. Same thing right here. This was a picture on phones. I thought they were so pretty and I didn't know quite what to do with them. Didn't really want to cover them up. So get a piece of paper and round the corners and stick it on a paper clip. This is my phone spread. So I have an old phone book and I took a page from the yellow pages, and here's the samples from the paints, and here is another one, and on the back is that tablet I don't like, and it goes. There you go. You can journal in the front and the back. I think many of you have seen this page, and like I said, there's I just glued a piece of tablet paper. It wasn't notebook paper, it came from a tablet. Advertisement from the yellow pages. I thought it was really pretty. Here's a little rectangle. Somebody wants to go and put random rectangles and then go ahead and journal, or just journal on top of it. People used to write on yellow pages all the time. This is a fun page. When you see it like this, you think it's one page, but actually it's two. And the bottom is a pocket, and delivered anywhere. I just thought it was pretty. Same right here. Just two magazine pictures, and one's a pocket, one's not. This is from the paint. I needed the yellow. You'll see where I used it, and there it goes. It can go in either pocket. Oops, skipped a page. Again, cover the advertisement. You don't have to, just because it came from a tablet doesn't mean you have to, you can't change it. You can always make it more interesting just by adding another little caption that you found. This is a picture from an ad, some kind of art book. I saved it because I just thought it was so pretty. Made it into a pocket journaling. This is again some stuff I had, in my box. And you know how you have stuff and it just you keep running into it? Well, these three things were just annoying me, so I found a place for them. And again, you can see it's an address book page, but you don't have to always glue them horizontally. It adds some interest that it's going in sideways. This is a page, I like this, important information enclosed. And everyone's seen these. It opens up. And all I did was put a piece of white paper, just copy paper that, sometimes you just cut, there's a spot, and I glued it down, and there I have some places to journal, something important to enclose. This is a leftover piece from a card that I made in one of my journals, and it will open up, and again, journaling opportunities. This is a paper bag. I glued some stickers, and then I had another strip because it needed to be reinforced. It was kind of a little bit short, and when you put it all together, it has a real modern feel to this page and a lot of places to write. Okay, this is how it's supposed to look, but that page is not cooperating. It kind of wants to stay down. So the household hunger tamer, and there you can journal, and there's a caption. I got into these, bubbles, conversation bubbles. I went crazy with them. This was one of my favorite pages. I had a little, page that said hot. Well, at the last minute, I lost it. So my friend said, oh, you should put a picture of George Clooney underneath that. So when you say hot, and then you can have a play on words. How's that? Okay. This was just a spread, and it just had notes. And I said, okay, I put some arrows so that it adds some interest. This is a page from one of those tablets I picked up. And look what a difference it makes. Double journaling. So, play. This is from the encyclopedia page. I fussy cut it into a pocket. Here is a frame that I put a piece of paper in there. Here, the hinge is from that edge from the scrapbooking page. And there you go. The page is ready to go. And one of the few rare pages I just left alone. Nice, the back of a card, nice and sturdy. You could do something special with it. From the magazine. I bound it with crochet thread, blue and white, because I knew this was going to need a lot of support. This was an ad. These little bunnies were I would find them on the floor all the time. I found a place for them. They were so cute. I put some bubbles there. There is a top-loading pocket up here so you can put something up there. It's like a secret pocket up there. And Yeah, or just leave it alone. This is also from the encyclopedia. Put some bubbles. I'm sure everyone knows what Peter's mother is saying and what Peter is saying in response. So just journaling. This is where I needed yellow. This was, I just thought, oh, that's such a pretty page. So I cut some circles. These are from paint sample, those paint cards. And you can journal on top of them. This was from the back of a card, mailing card. I just glued a white piece of paper there. It's a pocket, and there's a place to journal. Double. This is one of my favorite pages because it's just so funny. And so, and also it was really a big page. How am I gonna, I didn't want to cut it. So I put it in sideways to the other page, and it works. And at the bottom, there's a little bit of space to journal. Again, here's my famous frame, double journaling. Everyone recognizes this page right here from Office Max. When you make a copy, they give you this as return, and I use them because I figure there's a lot of paper there. Well, I want to show you what I did with some of the other pages, or maybe I should, you know, so much for having it bookmarked. Oh, there it is. Okay. I was working on another project, and these are just some strips. You know how when you trim this off, even this little black page, this one. So I put them all together, and they are belly bands, as you can see. And look, same paper, but what a difference a few strips of paper will make. So in your journals, you know, sometimes there is a purpose for all that paper that we save. This came from that encyclopedia set. As I said, I went crazy with these conversation bubbles. I'm sure these boys have something to say. And like I said, I've talked to you about frames. Tablet. This little side-loading pocket is made totally out of tablet paper. There's a long tablet. This is one of the decorations of another tablet. This one, I glued it on cardstock because that dog and kitten are such a pretty picture right there. And there it is. It's a little pocket. And it's a side-loading pocket there. Talked to you about this page already. This was an advertisement. At the very top, it shows it's a top-loading pocket. And I said, well, the bike rider should have something to say. And so I added another bubble there. Same right here. This is a bottom-loading pocket, and somebody has to have something to say. So again, have fun with these types of journals. Wendy's bag, you can see her there. This is also an envelope, and I just glued this page in a way that forms a pocket. This is from the encyclopedia. This is an envelope. I had so much to restrain myself from gluing a piece of colored paper there just to make it look more modern. I like this picture, and I said, well, where is the journal opportunity? So I found I was cleaning up my box of tags, and there it was. And same here. Here's the Geico lizard. Everybody recognizes he is a top pocket. And down here at the bottom, he was just page looked incomplete. So had this strip of paper. There it goes. Okay, now look at this. This looks like it came from a stationery set, doesn't it? From scrapbooking. Nope, look, it came from this little tablet. So I just cut them apart right there. Here's a little strip from my project. It's a side-loading pocket, but it looks like it's real scrapbooking paper. Nope. Again, this is another tablet right here. This advertisement, because this is about breast cancer, and it says adorn her with sparkle. And I made a pocket here, and I said, oh, the pocket needs sparkle. So here are some ads. They are glued onto the back of a Rolodex card. And this one, I didn't want the price to show, so I made it into a little pocket right there. Something else can be put in there, and there they go. They fit into this. Cover her with sparkle. Pick this up at the bank. There it goes. He has something to say about money, I'm sure. And the piggy banks, there were originally captions in this magazine picture. I just covered them up so you could put something in. Same right here, just a circle. This came from the encyclopedia. And like I said, I look for journaling opportunities, although small. And this page is about buttons. So here are the buttons. I've made some buttons from old paper, and you can journal on the back of them. So that's the point of those buttons. This is just a beautiful page, and I just made it into a pocket. I just think it's such a pretty illustration. This is, again, it came from a magazine. Down below you see this pocket of daffodils. It just needed something. This is where it came from. It came from this little tablet I picked up. They were all in a bag. What a deal. Okay, everyone recognizes this, I'm sure, Michael's ad. And late in the game, when I was almost done with this book, I said, Michael's bothered me right there. So I found these little, added the captions. As you can see, I went crazy with them for the dinosaur. Covered Michael's. I think it looks, I like the page a lot better now. The dog and the dinosaur have something to say. Okay, I had this page and I really liked it because it said in a stew. I don't know, I didn't know quite what to do with it. So if all else fails, make a pendant, clip it on with a paper clip. I don't know, a stew and a rabbit. Is there a connection there? Who knows? It's a pocket right there. You can put something in there. Here's my dog and my cat. The doggy has something to say. I'm sure the cat on the hunt for more meat. I'm sure so. And there you see the yellow section rectangle to journal. Okay, this is pretty self-explanatory. This magazine ad, these are little stick-it notes that I glued on. This is, I just thought the purse was so pretty. These are tags. So just, discarded paper. Made a pocket. There it goes. Off she goes. Girl can never have too many purses. This is the little man I started with, and this is who I'm ending with. And I have this label, and I thought this would be an end. This is who is now going to the swap, the person who's going to receive this. I'll put her name there at the bottom. Here's the label. Made it into a collage. I love to collage, I guess. And you can, the pocket, you can put something in there. Here's my closure. So this is how you can, if you have some paper there, I wouldn't. And then when you close it with the elastic, it holds that paper and the paper in the front closed. Now, this is 48 pages, so I used 24 pages and I folded them in half. I should have stopped at 18. It doubled in size. Even I usually decorate half the page, and when I sew in my journal to my cover, it's usually just half decorated, and I thought it was okay. Well, the more I decorated, the fatter it got. So I think if you're gonna, this was 24 pages. It looked really thin when I started. I would recommend that it go just 15 to 18 pages, and it'd be fewer pages to decorate, plus it wouldn't be as chunky as this is. The other thing you notice is that the bottom part is chunkier than the top. It's because most of my pockets are in the bottom, so that's why I started. Once I figured that part out, I realized that I need both top pockets and bottom pockets. So here is my junk journal, all about junk. And just like in Serendipity, finding something good without looking for it, this book is full of serendipity. And I think this would be a great type of book for a teenager, because it's just a little off the wall and it has a lot of humor. Again, thank you for watching my video. We'll see you again.